First time we ever sat in a B-25. And that's when we really had to go to work. And it was well worth it. And a lot of guys to this day got these hearing aids.
Was it a noisy airplane?
Noisy airplane. Noisy airplane. We lived in the outskirts of Johnstown. I had a good friend. He got me interested in flying. And together we went to going around to different airports, resetting their parachutes. We were commissioned in Lubbock, and they shipped us to San Antone. We weren't in 25s yet at Lubbock. That's where we flew the AT-10. It was a twin-engine plane too, but they used it to put flags at the end of it for the trigger man. It was at Brooks Field. There's a picture. We'll get a picture showing that the engineer, the mechanic for the plane, stood there with the camera and took our two pictures together, saying the first time, he said, it's the first time I took a picture of a wreck before it happened. I never had my own plane. I was a greenhorn because we got there late in the war. I only got 3 missions in, but they were 3 missions in. That's when they were going into the mountains, and they got through all right. We didn't get used that. 3 days we went up and come back. We dropped the bombs in the sea, Adriatic Sea. But it was rough for a colored man, and rough for a man that, especially the bombardiers and stuff, they couldn't wear their badges for afraid. I know one street we was walking down the street, we heard a loud crash behind us and looked back, and there was this shopping bag stuffed with broken pieces of glass that missed us by about 10 feet. Their aim isn't very good. No wonder they lost the war. And the day the war was over, we had everybody pulled their signal guns out of the plane and all the signals, all the shells. And I had a lieutenant, had a big outdoor platform. He started talking about this. We burned 7 tents down that night, and there was about a half a dozen full flares landed pretty around this captain that was talking, got back under shelter. And I was so close to going home. I was this other fella, and I was the only 2 guys left on the field. And we closed it. And then this one other fellow come in, and he brought in an A-26. I said, boy, I often wondered if I get to fly one of them. He says, you want to fly? Yeah. He says, come on. That A-20, you could do as much with tricks as you could level. You could do almost anything with that plane. And I was proud to have flew it. My mother and dad would have known that, they'd have memorized.